Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Mac 28 here, Giga Farm, Animals on Giga. We got to get some more work done. Seeds are in the ground for that new little patch of grass, and we picked up those logs, and now I think we're basically caught up. Let's take a look. All right. We got 10, 13, 16, 21 oilseed radishes going in there. That's our next job. Okay. So we'll go ahead and take our white guy. Did I leave the weight? I sure did. Alright. So I did not win my eBay bid. It ended at like 4:13 a.m. this morning, and I didn't win it for my G27 wheel. So I'm still mouse and keyboard. I mean, I would be today anyway because it wouldn't be shipped yet. But we're gonna do oilseed radish. There it is. And we are gonna not fertilize. Okay, that is a mod that allows you to change stuff on your sewing machine. I know my door opened up. Nope. I don't know if I can get around. Settle down, Big Bertha. Okay. Yeah, driving it in cab, I don't know. It's just not for me, I guess. Let's see. This is corn, and it's going to be for our pigs. Just having a horrible time today. Unfold. Alright. We will let him go while we take a look at the rest of this. We need to get some plant growth. And we can let him go. He'll finish, either run out of seed or finish, while we work on 7. I think we decided 7. So let's do a mission. There's our plant. Well, you can't see it, but right over the hill. There it is. So if we had canola right off of here, 'twould be groovy. 36 minutes. Well, that's just about perfect. We can do some sewing. All right. It's not a very big sewing machine. Yeah, look at that. That's all it does. But we'll get some wheat in the ground for this guy on 7. We don't really need wheat. Too bad he wasn't planting canola. Alright. It's not too bad. I got Farm Expert. I love this game. Okay, don't get me wrong. There are purists that glommed onto this one. And I played some of the tutorials. That's all I've gotten done so far over there on the other game. And it's a lot slower game, a lot more difficult, quite a bit more realistic. Don't know that it would make for good videos. You can really knock out, and this is slow, but you can really knock out some videos with Farm Sim. But that is kind of relaxing. Now, I find myself trying to make this game harder. Not so much the financial end of it. I play it on normal now. I've kind of switched. I used to play all the games on hard, and but I've switched over to playing them on normal, and they're good. This one is especially good. But I still try to complicate this because I need more things to do, and it's kind of weird to say that. I don't know if we're going to get this, but this is a mission, so we're just going to go down here and then hit the next row. And I'll use my ridge markers next pass. So in Farm Expert, when you plow the field, you go off the edge of the field, it makes giant ruts that your tires get stuck in, which I guess is realistic. It doesn't really increase the size of the field because there's got to be some game mechanics involved there too. But but it really, yeah, there's a few patches. Okay, I knew that there would be. Alright, we're going to throw the arm out this way. Then we have a nice furrow to follow next time. So I'm looking down and to the right to try to get that wheel in, keep it just over the edge. So I have a slight overlap. But ground response is a mod in this game in Farm Expert. It's a huge part of the game. I mean, that tractor is just all over the place. And for some reason, I enjoy playing in cab better. Ooh, see, that's kind of tight. Can we get around there? Yeah, I'm going to have to make a little... Alright. A little balloon turn at the end with this combination. After a while, you get to know what the most efficient turn is. Actually, only takes a minute. You just have to get to the end. Like now, I know with this tractor and sower combination, I need a little balloon turn at the end. I don't mind the 3-point turns, but I need to get done. Even though when you play on seasons, they've taken all the bonus, the time bonus out. You still have to finish on time, but you get nothing for the time bonus. It's always 0, which kind of sucks, but it still lowers the price of the field. So that's what we're going for here. I can't remember, over $300,000. I could just buy this field. Was 117. After this mission will be 115 or so. But it's not that super important. Canola can go in the ground. I believe canola is one of the ones that can go in at 5 degrees C ground temperature. So we gotta kind of wait. We're putting in oilseed radish. It will germinate at the proper time and come up. We gotta watch. Gotta cultivate it in at the proper time. After one stage of growth, and we'll weed it and then cultivate it in. That'll give us 2 stages of fertilizer, and then the first stage growth on the corn will weed, and that'll be number 3. And we'll have used no chemicals. I call that my organic farming. Now, in the other one, Farm Expert, I believe they have all kinds of fungicide, and I don't know if they have an antibacterial thing. I don't believe so. But then fertilizer, okay, to prep the ground, and you got to do all that stuff. So I'm not sure I'm going to like it, because, in this game, see, I didn't do my balloon turn. Anyway, in this game, you know, you can get manure quickly, even though it takes a whole lot of manure to use it for fertilizer. But I've got digestate, slurry, manure, all going on, or will be going on. Got to get some plant growth here. So it's a challenge playing with all those plants. I mean the factories. Oh, I did it again. See, I'm talking to you guys and I'm not paying attention. Didn't do another bubble turn. So anyway, we're gonna press on. I'm excited now. I finally, though the sweet spots are very small, to get straw into the cows, and even to get to fill those bins. I don't know what happened there, but I'll just fight with it a little bit. It'll be more of a challenge, and we'll continue on. So the flow of work, you know, will be chicken egg collecting in the morning, and then we'll tend. I didn't do it again. We'll tend all the animals. And then we'll do field work. If there's no field work, that's when we'll go chop wood. And that'll be our day. We will not skip night, as you remember from previous comments. Anything laying on the ground, including your chicken's eggs, disappear when you skip night. You leave a bale on the ground, it's gone. You leave grass on the ground, wood chips on the ground, they're gone. It's a good way to get rid of wood chips if you did the mistake that I did. So we're just going to go, and I don't have the mod to increase speed crazy, so we're just going to go to 120. I know you saw that piece of gold over there. We're not going to do gold because technically we already did. We got the money for it. Where's my 3? And so we're not going there. And the nice thing about this map is, you know, the few gold pieces that are up high on the roof, you won't accidentally pick them up. I mean, you got to really work at it to get those. So we don't have to worry about that. You'll see gold pieces occasionally around the map as I play, but I haven't collected them, and that was because, well, ostensibly because of the hurricane. So now, on any of my videos, there again, I gotta remember, if someone would really want to join me on multiplayer, I have a TeamSpeak. And it would be recorded. I mean, and this is a series. And I am toying with the idea of building a little box to be a dedicated server. The problem is with my job, if I'm gone 3 days and the server goes down, then no one plays for 3 days. My girlfriend's not gonna take care of it, you know, unless it's just a simple restart. But if something goes wrong, but I enjoy building, so I probably, well, I don't, you know, I just don't know. I might do that and just leave that up and running 24/7, of course. And I'd have to choose a map, and I'm, you know, I like Northwest Texas. I like Kleinhau, any of the 4X maps. There's already a dedicated server out there on the expanded Goldcrest Valley. My map I'm struggling with would be, if I ever get it done, and I will someday, that, you know, that would be a definite candidate, especially if I can change, instead of 4X in a square, what I would really like is 4 of the original Goldcrest Valley size maps stacked vertically, so you have a very long north and south, and not very wide. I know I've talked about this before, but I got to get into Giants Editor, and I got to learn more of the nuts and bolts. And of course, your mini map, or well, not your mini map, but your escape menu doesn't really work right when you do those, and you do an odd shape like that. But I think it's doable. It should be. And when I get into the forums and that kind of thing, and read about it and ask questions, you know, get my butt in gear doing this stuff, I think I'll start collecting the pieces and build a box. I think that would be a lot of fun. So we are more than halfway done. 36. We're coming up on the halfway in terms of time, because it was a 36-minute mission. I forgot the seconds, but anyway, we're at half of 36, which is 18. And you can see by our pie chart there, we are more than halfway done. So we're going to get this mission knocked out. And our guy's finished. Okay, so you see in the upper left-hand corner, and it's squawking at me that my cows need grass. Well, I know that. With all the mods that I use, I think that Farm Sim 17 has become the game that I want it to be, knowing nothing about farming myself. I think that it is a whole lot of fun trying to survive financially and getting all the work done every day. So what I do is in the initial setup and then the plan, every single map is different, and I love starting a new farm on a new map. So that's great. Where is that tree? Oh, let me do that. Okay. So I got to see a series through to its conclusion, which is basically stated usually in the first episode. I can't even remember what we decided on this, and then the hurricane hit. I'll have to go back and listen to the first episode. But with the $2.5 million from the government to get the farm up and running, we probably should go to like 25 million or so. I was also toying with the idea, as I stated in the last episode, of getting a solar panel. They're $125,000, so it takes a long time, but they do pay. They cost like, they cost $40 an hour, I mean a day, and they make $40 an hour, so you get 23 hours at $40. You know, do the math. You gotta, of course, cover the initial cost, but they'll cover instantly on a daily basis your maintenance costs, animal upkeep, and all that stuff. So I'm a little reluctant to spend down that much because of the expenses. Now I know I could get one, and you know, it's an instant benefit, so I probably will just do it. But I want to kind of make sure, you know, I got all the equipment that I could possibly need. I think I do. Big tractors, sewing machines, cultivators, plow. I got, I can collect. Do I have bale stuff? I don't think I can make bales. I'll have to see. I'm not going to escape out of this now. We got about 8 to 9 minutes to finish up these last few rows. We have 12 minutes to do it. And then I gotta go check. The workers usually miss a little bit of field 21 because the map maker added to it, made it an odd shape. So yeehaw! Oh, I got another bid in. This guy has a reserve price, and he also doesn't have the original box. He doesn't have the screw-on clamps for the shifter, and of course the reserve price on eBay, if you don't know, it's a price that the seller sets that is invisible. We don't know what it is. But the way eBay works is you put your highest bid in, and that what you're willing to pay, and it'll bid incrementally for you until it hits your number. So like if I say, okay, I will only pay $275 for this wheel setup maximum. I type in 275 and then I just sit back and wait for the auction to end, or I get beat out. So it's a little better way to do it, I guess, you know, to put on automatic. But I'll see. I may go back into eBay after this episode, and I got a timer on. I got 12 minutes and 26 seconds to go, and that's due to laundry. So that's as much as I'll play. It'll just give us enough time to finish this mission and check our Field 21 operation and go take that weight off the Axion 900 because I left it on there. Must have been in a hurry. Well, I was going boating, so I was in a hurry. But the boating, you know, as you heard in the last episode, was kind of a bust. But I did put the boat away today, and I found one major problem. The hose attached to the pump for the live well. This is the I think it's the intake pump, the intake hose. So it's open to the water, beneath the water surface, of course. It has to suck up water. That hose, the actual fitting broke. And so when I put the boat in the water, there's a 1/2 inch inside diameter hose hole in the boat, and it filled the boat up with water quite a bit and quickly. That, you know, it's only a bass boat, and it filled that whole section up. So got a good bath underneath there. So I got the new battery, the recharged battery in, and I ran that bilge pump. And then we're done. Yay, okay, almost $4,000. All right, I got 318. So now this field is now 115,000. That's about what I said, 115.1. Oh, and he'll let us fertilize 7 minutes. Now we're not going to do it. We're gonna go back and check. See, this guy's not done. Oh, and he's been blocking the road all this time. So yeah, when you define a field in this game, you have to define all the corners. When you add to the field like they've done here, it really doesn't work. I mean, there's a lot of corners, and it can be done. It's kind of a pain. Oh, I hate to go over that. but they didn't do that. Yeah, this is, I gotta come back. Well, we missed a few there. This is only oilseed radish though, so I'm not gonna go back and get that little bit. See, they took all the headway from this end of the field, and they made a few rows up here towards the rocks. You know, what the heck? It wasn't really needed, but it is done. So. Alright, we've got oilseed radish down on 21. Your cows need grass. They're at 6%. And I can put this sucker away. So, we have no way to feed any of our, except for logs. They're full at the mill. So if you look at the fabric script, anyway, and this one just says fabric. That's our lumber mill, and then 2 details. So we've got fuel, 16%, logs at 72%. We've got almost full. You see, they're 4,000 liters or units a piece. So the second pallet is just about done. It's 6,250. Got to go to 8,000. You can see right there. And then wood chips still has. That's the fuel. So we got to grab those wood chips and put them around the other side. Anyway, so that's that. But we are washing now. Wait, it's not really dirty. Okay. Yahoo. It wasn't really too dirty. I believe. We can put this sucker away. Fat fingers. Didn't even know I did it. I just saw the thing moving. Okay. Alright. Get rid of that. Go park this. Oh, no. See, that's what I did the last time. I wish we could sell these buildings. That would be smoking ideal. They would all be replaced with the solar panel buildings. Which I love. Alright. Plans. We gotta wait for some sprouting plants. We'll continue to mess around on 7. And unfortunately, we may be doing a little more logging. So that's where we're at. And as soon as we get grass popping, harvestable, we'll put some with our cows, and then we'll get a trailer load full of sheep, and we'll start the sheep process. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the farm. Good day.